Did you know that between the 9th and 14th centuries CE, the Khmer Empire was one of the largest empires in the world? Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today, we'll be exploring the rise and fall of the Khmer Empire, the ancient civilization behind the magnificent ruins of Angkor. Before we get into it, be sure to hit that subscribe button, so you never miss an exciting episode. The Khmer people are an ethnic group, indigenous to the region of the lower Mekong River. They make up the majority of modern Cambodia and are found in various other countries throughout Southeast Asia. Their history can be traced back to the 6th century BCE with the Funan Kingdom. However, their golden age came much later with the establishment of the Khmer, or Angkor Empire, in the 9th century CE, meaning capital city, was the seat of the Khmer Empire and is today a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The most famous structure within it, Angkor Wat, is one of the largest religious monuments in the world and serves as an iconic representation of the empire's wealth and power. But let's take a closer look at this incredible empire. The Khmer Empire was founded by Jayavarman II in 800 CE, Srivijaya Empire, and established a new capital at Angkor. Under Jayavarman's successors, the empire reached its territorial peak during the 10th and 11th centuries. It stretched from the Malay Peninsula to the Vietnamese border in the north, and from the Andaman Sea to the South China Sea in the east. At its greatest extent, the empire covered around 500,000 square kilometers and had a population of around 3 million people. The Khmer kings claimed divine kingship, believing themselves to be the embodiment of the Hindu god Vishnu. This concept is reflected in the construction of many of their temples, which were dedicated to Vishnu and other deities. For example, Angkor Wat, the capital built by Jayavarman VII, features the Bayon Temple, which has 5 faces representing different aspects of the king and Vishnu. Similarly, Angkor Wat, constructed by Suryavarman II, depicts scenes from Hindu epics, such as the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Religion played a central role in the Khmer civilization. Hinduism was the dominant faith, but Buddhism also had a significant following. The earliest forms of Buddhism found in the region were Theravada and Maha. Later, the empire saw the emergence of a unique form known as Khmer or Vajrayana Buddhism, which blended elements of Hinduism and local beliefs. The influence of Buddhism can be seen in temples like Angkor Wat, which houses a large reclining Buddhist statue, and Ta Prohm, which served as a Buddhist monastery and university. The Khmer kept their society stratified with the king at the top, followed by nobles, priests, merchants, artisans, farmers, and slaves at the bottom. Women generally had a higher social status than in other contemporary societies, with some serving as queens, advisors, and even rulers in their own right. However, they still conformed to traditional gender roles, primarily responsible for domestic duties. Despite being an agricultural society, the Khmer economy was diverse, encompassing trade, crafts, fishing, and hunting. Rice cultivation was paramount, supported by an extensive network of irrigation canals and reservoirs. These systems, such as the Shrashrang, were not only crucial for agriculture, but also served as scenic water features within the city. Angkor's urban planning was meticulous, with wide roads connecting various structures and the city divided into distinct zones for administrative, religious, and residential purposes. The construction of massive gates and towers symbolized the empire's grandeur and functioned as watchtowers for defense. Trade was vital to the Khmer economy, facilitated by their strategic location along major trading routes, connecting India, China, and the Middle East. The bustling port city of Ashavan, near present-day sea, luxurious goods from India, such as spices and ivory, were brought to Angkor in exchange for local products like textiles and precious stones. The empire's wealth enabled the construction of magnificent temples and the patronage of the arts, resulting in exquisite sculptures and bas-reliefs depicting religious narratives and daily life. One of the empire's most enduring legacies is its art, particularly the intricate stone carvings found on temple walls. These artworks showcase the Khmer's mastery of detail and their ability to convey complex stories through visual imagery. Some of the most celebrated works include the depiction of the churning of the Sea of Milk, which illustrates a Hindu myth, and the bas-reliefs of everyday life, which offer insights into the customs and occupations of the time period. The use of symbolism and allegory in Khmer art also played a significant role in communicating religious and political messages. However, the empire faced challenges from neighboring powers, including the Kham and the Thai. Conflicts over territory and resources strained relations, and the Khmer had to contend with external threats. Despite these challenges, the empire continued to thrive until the 13th century, when internal strife and environmental changes began to take a toll on its stability. Jayavarman VIII's decision to move the capital to Angkor Wat, while initially successful, eventually contributed to the decline of the older city. Over time, Angkor became vulnerable due to its exposure and the diminishing water supply. By the 14th century, the once mighty empire was in decline, marked by the relocation of the capital to Phnom Penh in 1431. Several factors contributed to the fall of the Khmer Empire. One significant cause was the gradual drying up of the surrounding wetlands, which had supported the empire's agriculture and prosperity. Changes in monsoon patterns and overexploitation of water resources led to a decline in agricultural productivity, causing food shortages and instability. Furthermore, internal conflicts and succession struggles weakened the central authority, allowing for greater autonomy among regional governors. The once unified empire fragmented into smaller states, each vying for power and resources. The Khmer, however, did not disappear as a cultural entity. Their language, religion, and traditions survived in various forms. Throughout Southeast Asia, the descendants of the Khmer people can be found in modern Cambodia and neighboring countries. They have preserved elements of their cultural heritage, including the worship of spirits and the celebration of traditional festivals such as CHHUOY, the Khmer New Year. Today, the ruins of Angkor stand as a testament to the empire's former glory, attracting visitors from around the world. The vast complex of temples and structures continues to captivate researchers and tourists alike. The enigma surrounding the construction methods and the decline of such an advanced civilization remains a subject of ongoing investigation and debate. Exploring the Khmer Empire allows us to appreciate the ingenuity and creativity of a civilization that flourished in Southeast Asia. Their architectural marvels, artistic achievements, and sophisticated social structures serve as a reminder of the rich cultural heritage of the region. As we continue to uncover the secrets of Angkor and other Khmer sites, we gain a deeper understanding of this fascinating empire and its lasting impact on history. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to be notified of our latest episodes. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching. See you next time.